wrap up at 10, but I was late starting, so I'm happy to go. We'll go to probably 20 past 10. But if anybody just needs to sneak out, I'm not offended. I do understand it's a late night. Right, so what's your first name?
Rachel.
Rachel, what needs fixing, Rachel?
Well, two things. So I'm getting a lot of really bad stomachs, so loads of bloating. I've had it for years and years.
Right.
Can't figure out what it is. Food intolerance tests, everything, restrictive diet, and just constant bloating and pain.
Right.
And then I get really bad balance issues, vertigo, dizziness.
Right.
It always seems, ringing in my ears, so like balance in my stomach.
Right, okay, cool. Yeah. Right, we're going to do the balance first by the looks of things.
Oh, okay.
We all need more balance, don't we? It's like, yes, they're definitely doing the balance. They're like, cool. All right, cool. Where are we going? All right, well, they're just saying to me, where are we going? And it doesn't feel like it's for you. It doesn't feel like it's for me. It means human species. Where is the human species going? Where are we going? Now, what's happening for you? What can you feel happening?
I'm really hot. I'm
Gone
really hot. Yeah.
It's weird. It's like it's full on at the moment.
Yeah.
My hands are way away from you, like probably 2.5 feet at one side,
Yeah.
2 feet on the other, but there's a load of energy just coming through.
Yeah. My hands are absolutely sweating. Sorry.
All right. So, as a species, where is it we're going? We know where we've come from, don't we, in terms of, the stories we're told about, what's happened in the past, human history, world wars. But where is it we're going? All right. We're moving into a place where it's going to be harder for people to lie to us. Because we're starting to see through all the lies. Back in the 1930s, when there was the Depression, we all fell for it. Thinking, oh, there's less money around. But when you look back historically at that time, that isn't what happened at all. Yeah? All that happened was that the people that printed the money, because back then you didn't have credit cards, you didn't have overdraft facilities, there was only banknotes and coins in circulation, and the people that printed the money decided, no more money for you. And when you haven't got banknotes in circulation to support the trade, people lose, they can't pay the bills. Yeah, they can't pay wages, they can't pay the rent. People lose their houses, lose their businesses. Now, the Great Depression of the 1930s ended in 1939 with a world war.
Can I just say good night to everybody?
Good night,
I've got to
good night.
go. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
You're welcome. And at that time, the same factories that closed and were sold for a song because there was a depression were bought by the people that caused the depression for a song, and all of a sudden there was plenty of money to open those factories, work 3 shifts a day making weapons. Yeah, and so inflation, when I was growing up, it was all about inflation, the cost of living, and then you realise, well, no, that was manipulation. It was manipulated. So we're moving into a time in human history where we're going to see through the lies better. We're moving to a time in human evolution where we are looking for more fulfillment. Hands up if you're looking for more fulfillment. Let me put that to the test. Yeah? You're looking for more fulfillment. Fulfillment doesn't come from material things. We've tried that one where rooms are full. We don't fulfill ourselves by buying stuff. We fulfill ourselves by giving of ourselves. Yeah? So we're looking for more meaningful roles, aren't we? There's going to be more artists, more musicians, more healers. Very exciting times we're moving into. Now what's happening for you? What's it feel like?
I feel really sick, but there's like I just feel like there's something in my ear and it's really vibrating.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what we need to do is we need a group of people to imagine for the earth a new future. What is it going to look like? What's it going to look like when we are more caring? For first things, we're not going to put our old people in nursing homes. Right, little story. When the founding fathers of America founded America, they decided to create a Senate rather than a government, because they came from England, where here you've got members of Parliament and you've got Parliament. And when the founding fathers went and set up America, they didn't want it on the way the English had done it, so they formed a Senate, and that was based on the Iroquois tribe. That's how the Iroquois tribe had things. But they just didn't quite follow the Iroquois exactly. The Iroquois tribe have two senates. One is elected people, just like they have senators elected. And the second house, which is a higher house, was made entirely of grandmothers. And no laws were passed by the tribe without the approval of the grandmothers. Now, wouldn't that be a good idea? You're not going to sell the family secret because the grandmothers won't let you. You're not going to get into debt because grandmothers know you've got to have some savings, you've got to have some money for a rainy day. We'd make a lot better decisions, I think, for this country if we had, I'm getting controversial now, a Senate of grandmothers rather than a House of Lords. Interesting, eh?